This is the Syma S033G coaxial helicopter, and it comes with a transformer, an extra tail blade, a charger, 7.4 volt charger that'll charge both lithium ion and lithium polymer batteries, and a 7.4 volt lithium ion rated at 1500 milliamp hours. It has a basic 3-channel transmitter with a thumb control for right and left fine tuning and a button for increasing or decreasing the speed. There's quite a bit of misinformation about this helicopter, and this is the source of a lot of it. For example, it says the length is 775 millimeters when the fuselage is only 660 millimeters. Here it states the helicopter comes with 11.1 volt, 1100 milliamp hour lithium polymer battery, when in fact it comes with a 7.4 volt, 1500 milliamp hour lithium ion battery. This helicopter is much larger and more powerful than the Volitation, and it has many improvements overcoming the design defects of the Volitation. This has many improvements compared to the Volitation, the most important being that the blades are much farther apart. So unlike the Volitation, these blades do not collide in flight. In addition, the Volitation had a metal balance bar, and this one's got a plastic one that bounces back and it never hits the lower blades. Other important improvements on this helicopter is they've largely overcome problems of overheating. The power transistors have large heat sinks. They have vents in the canopy so airflow goes through. They also have LEDs on the canopy and alongside the helicopter for night flying. There are larger motors in this helicopter. These are 380s, and these are readily available. And they've used the fuselage as a large heatsink for these motors, so these motors, unlike the Volitation, do not get very hot, and they should last longer for that reason. However, they still use the tiny N20PN motor in the tail, and that's surprising for a helicopter of this size. The biggest problem with this helicopter is it would barely fly forward or backward, and that is because they made the tail rotor entirely too small. So I took broken pieces of a Volitation propeller and I glued them on the backs using hot glue, and this increased the speed of this helicopter probably 4 or 5 times as fast with this larger tail blade. The lithium ion battery that comes with this helicopter will wear out very quickly, so you'll need to replace it. You can either buy another battery like this from Syma that will wear out, or you can buy a lithium polymer battery to replace it. This lithium polymer battery weighs 105 grams, it's 10 centimeters long, and it fits in the fuselage. The battery that came with the helicopter weighs 91 grams, so they're very similar in weight. The one that came with the helicopter has an unusual connector that I've not seen before on lithium polymer batteries. So you'll either have to transfer it onto your lithium polymer battery, or what I'm going to do is to switch over to Dean's connectors, which are very common and are sort of becoming the standard. So in summary, this is the best large coaxial helicopter ever produced by Double Horse or Syma. The gyroscope works well and the flight is very stable. This has the same problem that many coaxials have in that it does not travel very fast. And even with the larger tail rotor, it still only has sluggish forward motion. Other than this, this is a well-designed and well-built helicopter.